Oh shit, everybody's here. Yeah, I was just correcting somebody. Somebody was bad-mouthing DM2 Claustrophobopolis, and I had to set the record straight. I couldn't let somebody be wrong on the internet. What happened to my camera? I'm just here. Yo, Innojenny, wake up. Alright, give me just a sec. Let me see what's going on. Things are going so well today. I don't know what happened. Let's see. Where even is that? Where even is that input? There it is. Let's restart that bad boy. Yeah, and then all will be well. I've been having like more technical issues lately than I usually do. It's kind of weird, kind of unsettling, but no, we're back. We're here in full motion, in living color, even if that color is like pale, you know. Lighting helps a lot, you know. Makes me look more human. But we're here today. Welcome, everybody, to Tasty Spleen TV. This is your friendly neighborhood Jahar, and it's coming down to the wire for, well, Div 3 is in the bucket. It's in the bag. It's gone. It's being shipped off to elsewhere. I wanted to go like 3 places with that, but they were all like ban-worthy, so we don't have to delete the VOD quite this early in the day. Because we're right in the middle of Div 2, we are getting into the semifinals here. And today we're going to be looking at Lord Lame's Legends versus Iggy's Infidels in a best-of-5 playoff match. The loser of which gets to continue the rest of the tournament from this side, from our side, from your side, from the spectating side. And we're going to be looking at some awesome stuff here really soon. Hopefully everything is all happy and good. Yeah, all right, cool, happy and good. Yeah, test monitor. And yeah, I was making sure that nobody is bad-mouthing DM2. Oh, he's still going on about it, too. Man, I need some advice. What do I do about people who are just wrong on the internet? I don't have their address. I can't go, like, arm wrestle them for it, which probably wouldn't go all that well either. But I'm in a server right now with all the guys here. They were just finishing off a little bit of a scrim, and I'm starting to see... Well, you have to understand, this is a match involving Lord Lame's Legends. And Lord Lame's Legends has Lord Lame in it. And Lord Lame is always late. Lord Late, as I like to call him. So yeah, we'll be getting him here. We do have him in a server. I think he was like dueling with somebody as a bit of a warm-up. So it's not like he's en route from somewhere else. So that's positive at least. But I'm going to be looking for these guys to start like joining up onto one server. And then we'll have our match off. And again, this is going to be best of 5. Which means that we have the potential to see, 2-2, and the way the rules actually work out, it's kind of fun. You can have the Kenya maps, you can have Schloss, you can have the other one in your main best of 5, but if it comes down to a tie, you only get to pick from TB3, which means DM2, DM3, and what was the other one in our pool? UNM2, yeah. So yeah, it's going to be all over the place. And yeah, I recognize that DreamHack is going on right now, but DreamHack doesn't have Quakeworld. Not since incidents in Sweden. Yeah, there hasn't been Quakeworld back there since. So we're fighting the good fight here, and Lord Lame's still in another server, so I'm going to just, chill out here for the moment and hang out with everybody here. How are you? Inanimate camera, who I've spent far too many intimate moments with over the years, but it's a proxy for all of you. The camera only has a mini HDMI port, I need like a, Alright. We're going to get into it here pretty soon, I promise. These guys actually are, like, generally, like, stupidly on time. Usually, like, by the time I'm live, they're already, like, warming up. They're already, like, ready to go. So this is actually a little bit unusual. I was told that both of these teams have a reputation for showing up on time. I'm like, you do know we're doing Lord Lame's Legends, right? We're doing that? That's one of them? Like, what is a broadcast that we've had with Lord Lame that hasn't involved waiting for him? At least he's never late for quad. That's why I get paid the big bucks. And yeah, I recognize that a lot of people, especially with DreamHack going on, which is right here in Dallas. As you realize, I'm not at DreamHack. I'm actually back here in the Tasty Spleen Studios. In my back office. No, it's been really cool because a lot of Quake people have been traveling here for DreamHack, mostly just for socializing. That's been really nice. Had a really pleasant evening on Friday that a lot of us spent the most of Saturday recovering from. So Yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. I got talkies, and I'm about to get myself a handful of balls as well. So just as soon as I figure out what server these guys are going to be hopping into, I'm going to be hopping in as well. I don't know if Lord Lame actually ever like goes back through the VOD and witnesses me just like tearing into him. He is a nice guy, I'm sure. In real life, he's fine, but here, man. Well, at least he's like playing. You know, he's in a server right now. I think he's just doing like LG practice. But yeah, we're still looking for a few other players from Lord Lame's Legends. Over on Nidwire's Neds, I mean, most of them are around. We've got Ono, Nidwire, of course, Khaleesi, Ikurin, and Bold Huge Crunch. They had a really good week last week. We saw that game play out, especially on UNM2. Really, really close. One of the closest ones I've seen in a while, at least until the very, very last stretch. Schloss was kind of ridiculous, actually. It's their best map. They have not won a Schloss yet. So if we see that from them today, we're going to have to see which way it goes. Over on Lord Lame's Legends, their best map is, well, they have 3 best maps. All right, DM3, DM2, E1M2, pretty much anything that isn't Kenya. And they have not won a Schloss, so Schloss is going to be a big deal for these guys. We've got Nas, Lord Lame, Dago, and Hangtime, and I believe Dago is on that server? I should like Alt-Tab back in because it freezes this thing, and then you can't tell what's going on. I thought Dago was in that server. I guess not. Rectum Resizer is in that server, though, so it's not quite as good as Meat Hook Sodomy as far as like great names go, but it's okay. It's pretty good. I can live with it. All right. And yeah, I did manage to spam a little bit in the QCDE channels a little bit, both because I'm a helpless shill, but also because I really want to get a QCDE Tasty Cups going pretty much as soon as this event is wrapped up, which is very close underway. I think we're going to have our finals on the 8th, which is this Saturday, so stick around for that. Like, literally don't leave your bedroom or wherever the hell you are for like a week. I only need you to stay there for 6 days, drink plenty of liquids, eat plenty of Cheetos, but don't go anywhere. Don't miss that show. And what is QCDE? Quake Champions Doom Edition is one of the most ambitious multiplayer mods for Doom 2 ever. And it's got an insane amount of content put together by the likes of DB Thanatos, Michael Ellis, and Ivory Duke. Ivory Duke is the guy who does like all the cool features that nobody really cares about except me, but he's appreciated for sure. So yeah, after GetQuad wraps up, we're going to get into a QCDE Tasty Cup, and this week we're going to start seeing some single-player content from either myself or a special someone. I'm not going to say who just yet, but I'm also going to get into a show that I haven't found a name for yet, but I play single-player maps with the developers in my head, in my ear, and on the mic. I need to work on the name a little bit, admittedly. I need something a little bit punchier. That maybe doesn't involve punching, but, you know, something like that. Milton's in the server right now. He's not playing at the moment. So, yeah. I've been trying to find a way to make SP content more gripping. I don't find SP content to be very gripping, but if I have the guy who made the map in my ear, on my lips, while I'm playing it, then that should be more interesting for me, hopefully more interesting for you, and because it depends on another person aligning their schedule with mine, I'll actually have more incentive to stick to a schedule, which is something I'm horrible at if I don't have like somebody whipping me into shape and making me do it. I'm actually like the worst at that. I've had so many times where I'm like sitting down to play something and I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna play Thief instead and not stream it. I would still like to find a good way to like make Thief interesting to watch for live audiences. I don't think it's inherently one of those games. Like, it's a game where you sit in a dark corner for like 5 minutes, you sip your coffee, and you listen to guards walk by, and it's great for me. It's really good for me. For everybody else, I'm not so sure. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and hop over to a different server here. Boop. 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 There we go. Cool. All right. No, this is just Div 2. This is just normal Div 2 delay. All right. No, actually, this is Lord Lame delay. That's what that is. Cool. All right. So yeah, this is Lord Lame and Nas. Okay, it looks like everybody's kind of filing in here. Good. I thought this was just going to be this was just going to be like the practice server, but it looks like everybody's filing in. Cool, cool, cool. We're getting Niggy in here. We got Nas. Very nice. And don't worry, we're not playing Bad Place. I did promise everybody in the QCDE channel, because nobody over there likes the Bad Place, that we're not playing Bad Place today. It's 4v4, and 4v4 for Bad Place is entirely doable. It's not... It's fun for me. I love watching it. There's no point in doing commentary. It's just... shit's exploding all the time, and it's fantastic. It's just beautiful. Hemostick actually had the best answer to Sudden Death's question of what are the relative damage absorption percentages for green, yellow, and red armor? Laughable, 66%, and adamantium. Yeah, but like Quake 2, Quakeworld has tiered armor, which means the different colors mean different protection values. And the really cool thing about that is that different maps can have different general TTKs depending on whether or not there's a red in it, depending on whether or not there's 2 reds in it, only yellows, mega, 2 megas, who knows. And it's one of the things that has always made Quakeworld and Quake 2 stand out in the franchise, because after that, armor was armor, and it meant that if you could just like stack up enough yellows, you would have enough to face off against the guy who got a red, and it wasn't like that in Quakeworld and Quake 2. If you have the red and the other guy didn't have the red, you can take a hell of a lot more of a beating than he can, and it's a beautiful thing. Alright. I'm just looking for players here, and then very soon we'll get rid of this ugly mug, and then we'll head over to the game. Looks like we're heading over to E1M2 as a first map. Still looking for a few more players, of course. But we've got... okay, no, we got everybody. Cool. I thought some of these were specs, but we got Dago, we got Hangtime, Lord Layman Nass, and then over on Nidwire's side, we've got Iggy, Lurk, Mush, and VVD. Is he, like, subbing in? He's not on the team, is he? Is he really? It's Legends. Oh, no, this is the Infidels. I'm sorry. It's not the Neds. I'm mixing up the Neds with the Infidels. All right. Well, in that case, neither team has ever won a Schloss, so that'll be interesting. Yeah, Mushy, Lurk, VVD, Tet, and Niggy. All right, cool. This is a good time for me to get those balls, so we're going to hop in server. I'm going to get myself a drink, and that's going to, like, kick my brain into gear so I can actually, like, think with it. So, guys, welcome once again to the GetQuad Draft Tournament Division 2 Playoffs right here in the semifinal with Iggy's Infidels and Lord Lame's Legends. I need some caffeine. Oh, geez, I've been muted this entire time. That was actually like some of the best commentary I've ever produced. I'm just very sorry that everybody like missed it. Oh, it's because I went to go get my balls. See, that's a problem. But yeah, fantastic opening 2 minutes here of dead silence for me. But yeah, VVD coming back in here looking for Rocky. He's going to have it, and he's going to be ready for this quad, but he's going to get utterly shut down by Hang Time's rockets, who's going to be a little bit out of position for the quad itself. Iggy's going to be able to sneak in, but he mistimes it just by a moment. Iggy had everything going for him by stealing that quad. Like, Hang Time was out of position. Like, he was going to be late no matter what. And now Hang Time's got it just handed to him on a silver platter. He's got nails, he's got rockets, and now he's got YA. He's about as stacked as you can get on E1M2, which isn't very much. But here he comes to just flush out the rocket launcher room. Nobody in there has actually got rockets, so it's going to be no problem between the buckshot and the nails to take them all out. Coming back into Mega. Heard Mega just taken away. Just as that quad runs out, he's actually going to get taken down here if he's not careful, but some nice mid-air nail work, 16 HP. Yeah, that Mega's gone, man. It's gone, and he's not even going to hit the ground before he's a corpse. 34-23. As Nas is back in position on the quad. It's going to be another couple seconds. Dago's going to be here. Oh, he's actually moving back over here as well. So, yeah, everybody's kind of outside of it here. But Iggy's going to be back on top. This time, not mistiming it, but immediately taking down some really good angle play, just sneaking that rocket through everybody else. Now, this is always a dangerous room to be in because, yeah, there's a couple spawns. It's wide open. Shotguns can do a lot of work. And unless you have a rocket launcher, or even if you're good with the rocket launcher, like, you're not going to be getting those frags for free. Nice double kill. One on a teammate. No big deal. Yellow armor taken. Coming back into grenades. Ooh, you heard Iggy, but he was staying quiet. Nicely done. It's going to burn off some of his armor, but he gets a nice 2 for and maybe a 3 for even. Nicely done. Iggy and BVD taken down a handful of times, but now Nas needs to back off. Lower lane waiting for this next yellow. And very soon it's going to be the quad coming back up. I'm in Dallas, Necro. I'm just not at DreamHack. I've been, like, visiting people who are here for DreamHack, but I'm not, like, there. Because why would I want to be anywhere else? Lower lane just died on the quad. And I extract a small amount of pleasure from that. Actually, he's doing quite well here. 17 frags, 20 frags for Nas. Keeping them in the lead and keeping a pretty tight spread as well. Bottom runners at the moment are only Dago and Lurk. But VVD is actually pulling his weight pretty hard over on the Infidels. That's going to be a 23 frag lead, and again, the lack of red armor on this map means that it is a bit more of a grind. Even if you have the quad, even if you have rockets, you're not too many shots away from being taken on down. So it's much harder to just, like, have a red armor and, you know, cycle it so that all of your teammates get one and, you know, your team is all stacked up. You're going to see, like, one guy with yellow, maybe one guy with, like, a scrap of yellow left. But generally, the other team's not going to have much. That's where the Mega really helps out, but that's where the quad's meant to help out as well. Here, though, it's just going to be dying. Nas picking up the yellow. He already had 86 points, but that's going to leave everybody else a little bit high and dry. Oh, he's loving the shooting gallery, though. Being really conservative with his rockets. Knowing that at that distance, you know, even at the speed of Quakeworld rockets, they are entirely dodgeable. And not giving up much of his armor either, in case anybody gets it in his face. It's one of the most unique things about Quakeworld, and even, you know, things that try to skew a little bit more towards Quakeworld, like CPM. Like, the lack of rocket kinetic force, like the knockback, really makes it different, because, yeah, you'll have a lot of situations where you're firing rockets, you get hit by a rocket, you fire the next rocket into a wall, and you die. Or you fire a rocket, you knock the guy into your face, and you fire another rocket, and you both die. So, you know, quick switching to shotgun for a cleaner frag is a much more viable strategy, especially here on UNM2. But right now it's going to be Iggy on the quad. Not a lot to work with, and he's just going to get, yeah, shotgunned on down. It's a really difficult room to move through. You can kill somebody, feel good about yourself for about half a second, and then they're going to be able to spawn on you and just unload all the buckshot. So Lurk waiting for yellow. VVD's got a little bit here. And really, I mean, VVD's doing most of that work. But take a look here at scores again. Ooh, nice. Yeah, he's definitely, like, leading the team, but everybody's kind of catching back up, Lurk included. But look at this, 30, 22, and 20 between Nas, Hangtime, and Lord Lame alone. That's a 21 frag lead. And Lurk could do a lot of good by starting to catch back up, pull some of his own weight. But right now, we're not going to be waiting long for the next quad. Lord Lame's really playing this corner, but he's got to watch out for some of these spawns. Oh, that's unfortunate. VVD back on the quad. And this is their moment to shine. VVD is getting some really good spawns here in the hallway. Coming around the corner to grenades, though, is so dangerous. And he needs to be hitting more of a shotgun as well. But he's back into it. Yellow's not up. He's using this quad just to secure the yellow armor. Oh, he rockets himself down to 5. Or he got rocketed down to 5. I mean, even that yellow armor's not going to be helping that much right now. But at least he's got the pickup. Now, what does it do for the rest of his team? Like, he's at 5 health. He's really got not a lot to work with. It's like, well, at least I can body block down here. But that quad certainly did help more than it hurt. It's keeping yellow out of the Legend's hands. PVT just like desperate for health, going back to the starting group. Really want some of that. He's got rockets though. If he gets a clear shot, it's all good for him. Hangtime coming back in here though, and Lord Lame's actually going to take him down. Lord Lame back on the quad here. He's getting some good spawns, but he doesn't have any armor, and he doesn't want any part of this fight. He doesn't want to lose the quad to the shotgunners. And they want to maintain this 25 frag lead. Nice. So Lord Lame just holding on the quad. Not using it really to get that aggressive. Like, he doesn't actually really have to push into Mega like this. But there we have it. Alright. But it's still, it's been a relatively close gap here. I know I'm fond of saying that UNM2 is grindy, but 24 frags is certainly grindable in 10 minutes. There hasn't been a huge streak of runs here from the infidels. That's been a problem for them. But it's going to be another big fight over the quad. Nas back on it. And he dies immediately. But that's good for them. It maintains their lead. Doesn't allow a quad to get into their hands. And Dago coming back into the yellow armor. You know, he's got eyes on it. He's got a couple of bodies to deal with as well. But Iggy's going to go down quickly. And he can defend this yellow. Especially if Iggy hops in like, oh, I'm just going to like quick run it and hopefully get in. It's not going to work that way. So Dago back on the yellow. He's not getting all the action here, but this is a good position to be in. It's a necessary position to have on the map. And now he's got the word to leave. Yeah, this is the best rotation you could hope for in E1M2. There we go. 2 players with decent amounts of yellow armor coming back into quad. 7 seconds to it. And VVD's going to be coming up these stairs. He's going to get bounced into the quad and just dies immediately. It's going to be a lot of team damage, but Dago's still got plenty of this armor. And there's the pickup. Yeah, this is going to be a good quad run for them. Oh, he's almost taken down from behind. The shotgunner is just dealing with everybody. And look at that chain of cess. It's not like, you know, Quake 3 cess where you could just like spam it off. Like, you really have to coordinate it. But that was well done. Unfortunately, that quad and the frags leading up to the quad, it gave them a huge lead here, from 25 to 40 in the blink of an eye. And really, I got to give credit to that to Dago. He was really holding down the fort by himself at yellow armor for a good minute. He was making solid frags, not losing too much armor, and he was able to rotate off and give a teammate armor as well. which, again, you have to be in a really cozy spot to be able to do that on this map. Generally, you're getting all kinds of pressure. But right now, we're not seeing the infidels making like the actual pushes on the quad that consistently. They're mostly hanging out at the mega during quad, which is a good opportunity to just go back to yellow at any point. Like, Lord Lame, he knows he's going to catch some flack here at the grenade launcher, but he's also going to know that as soon as he can get into yellow, he's relatively safe. Oof, nice shotgun work from Mush. And we're starting to close it again, but we haven't quite eclipsed that 20 frag mark. That's where I'll start to get hopeful. But VVD, again, he's just doing all the work he can. Nice. I mean, this is a good place to catch, like, a free frag. A free frag, but yeah, if you overcommit to the fight, then you lose your good position, and a shotgunner can take you down in the water very quickly. He's trying to be careful here. Man, he is John Wicking those grenades. Dago back on the quad, 60 HP. And is yellow actually safe? Not so much. Lurk is down there. He's got, like, none health. But Dago's trying to get the sniper shots off. There it is. 34 health left. And he's okay. Ugh. Unlucky grenade. Got the wrong call there. That health has been getting a lot of love in this match. It doesn't always get picked up all the time. But that last quad run was really, really good for the infidels. Sorry for for the legends. I just didn't want to acknowledge that Lord Lane's team was doing this well. Alright, so just over 6 minutes left on the clock. Lord Lame is here, ready on the quad, and he didn't quite get the pickup, allowing VVD to come back in here with 9 HP. He's got bodies in front of him at grenades. Is it worth diving into yellow armor with 24 health? No, it wasn't. He got a little bit of a pickup there, but he could have spent a little more time trying to hold on to that. But it's tough because you're... Oh my god, these grenades, Jesus. Your teammates run into grenades to, like, clear the way. And then by the time you realize the way is clear, you're already through to the yellow armor. Great grenades out of Iggy. Oh my god. Just, you know. Yeah. Good stuff. Alright, Mushy. Good timing on the mega. He's got rockets. He's got mega. He's got yellow armor. Can he make 36 frags with the single quad? Can he survive with this quad? Is Lord Lame going to steal it? No. Nas is back on it, but he goes down just at the wrong second. He was stacked to the teeth. He just put himself in the cubby a little bit too early. That might come down to a timing error. Like another 3 seconds outside of the cubby, and he would have had a better angle on everybody trying to crowd in on him. And of course, when you have a stack like that, you just don't want to pull out rockets because you end up hurting yourself. But Much is on it. Now it just needs to make some frags here. Oof, nice. Needed to get that last hit on Lord Lame. So that quad run certainly did help. 5 minutes for the other 29 frags, though. And Lord Lame is still on plenty of health. Oof. Nice stuff. A lot of acrobatic grenades and rockets coming out here today. I mean, E1M2 is not like the most flashy map for like high-flying rockets. It's a flashy map for like, again, being able to John Wick things and just play the corners. Iggy back on the quad. Second quad in the row for the infidels. Let's see if Iggy can pull things back together. Having this as SSG could really work out well for him. And right now, he's like begging people to spawn at grenades, and they aren't. It's like, come on. 3 shots in there. 15 HP. Waiting for this yellow, but without the health, it might not help out all that much. All right, cool. Back in the mid. Looking for a body, looking for an angle. Looking for somebody, anybody. Give me some comms. Please give me a gun. But he's back in here with rockets. Now that the quad's run out, it's a little bit safer. You can see that he's ready to go. He's ready to make these fights work. He wants this next yellow. He takes Dago off of it. Hangtime has to dive in to kill him. But indeed he goes down. That was a valiant effort. It was a lot of work to maintain that 30 frag gap. It's unfortunate. Oof. It's going to be a dead quad. And right now, dead quads certainly help out the infidels. Or rather, the legends a hell of a lot more. I did it again. And at this point, it's like, yeah, sure, let's have fights at grenade launcher. VVD's got a plan. Is it a good plan? I'm not so certain. Want some rockets here. Wants the ammo. It's gotta be too quiet here, though. This is not a good time for quietness. You really want to just be going full ham all the time. Dago here. Down he goes. And yeah, when you lose timing on yellow, it means that at moments like this, you're just eating up seconds that could be spent somewhere else. But he gets the yellow. 6 seconds to the quad. VVD. Oh, he's got to push in right now. He's got to push in right now. Iggy's here. He's just nailing everybody. Lord Lame. Oh, down on it, and VVD sneaks in to get the pickup. It's a lot of people who died, and you could look at his mouse. He's just like, bodies right now. Where are they? Intel. I need some information. Tell me. Yo. Oh, I imagine he's... Oh, my God. It's not what he wanted at all. That's unfortunate. I'm sorry, VVD. That just sucks. But that was such a clean quad. Look at this. He's got Mega. He's got Yellow. He's got plenty of ammo. And he just couldn't find anybody except one teammate. And now after, that's a good streak. Cool, but he's only got 2 minutes, 1 quad left. And if it gets that slow again, he just won't have a chance for anything. He's running a little bit low on rockets here as well. He's not getting any good backpacks lately. Good to wait out for the yellow. 4 rockets, 4 rockets. 23 frags. Oh, he's just chasing Lord Lane, but Lord Lane is just like, yeah, being a real problem. It's like, hey, maybe there's all 4 of us back here, tee-hee-hee. Nope, just Lord Lane, and that burned off a good, 6 seconds of the clock. He's having to come into, like, these very disparate fights from across the map. And now everybody's back here at Mega. Hang time goes down. Dago's still alive somehow. Finally gets taken on down. 16 frags, 1 minute. It could collapse. But VVD's lost his stack. He's lost his quad. I don't know. It's going to be tough going. Oof. At 38 seconds, and this stayed very close the entire time. And if this was an older, like, well, if it was longer than 10 minutes, maybe. But here's Lurk on it. I don't know, if he can make 12 frags in 20 seconds. Oh, this is, like, annoyingly close. Like, it's just not going to happen, but man. Man. Poor Lurk. It's like, I hope there's no teammates up there. Just like somebody spawn at start, please. Somebody be up here. There's 2 players here, and he's getting pummeled to the wall by them. Oh no. Oh, that would have been something, but it's gonna be something for the legends. Lord Lame, hang time, etc., etc. Mush and VVD. Iggy and Lurk need to recapitulate for the next map a little bit, but that's gonna be the first map going to the legends. And again, this is a best of 5 today. Which could get very interesting indeed. Alright, gonna be getting into the next map. Looks like it's gonna be DM3, and we have Reddy's coming up here already. That was annoyingly close. Like, it sucks if you lose by, like, 30 frags. I think it sucks more to go from 30 to 12 in, like, a minute and a half and then not have the time to pull it back together. And then just getting pummeled like that in the start room. That's rough. All right, here we go. And by the way, anybody watching from QCDE, this would be a good map, actually, I think, in QCDE. Like, the proportions are just about right, if you know what I mean. And it's, yeah, it's got water, which is also cool. And yeah, there is like a little bit of discharge in like QCDE's version of Cure. So now there are 2 games on the planet that have lightning and lightning discharge and water. Quakeworld and QCDE. That's the link. Everybody who's here for Quakeworld like, why the hell is he talking about QCDE? That's why. That's the connection. Here we go, guys. A little bit of DM3 action here. 1 map up for the Legends. The Infidels certainly have to, well, put on their big boy pants. Here we go. All right, so Rockets, Nas, Iggy on the pen. Like, pick up the Mega though. Like, you don't have to spaz out like in the first 10 seconds. All right, so this should allow Iggy to get back into rocket launcher. Yeah, just pushing in here. No real need to hunt down the quad right now. Oh, Mushi's actually got it. All right. So that's double pickups for the Infidels. Nice, and that's certainly going to help out hold down to hold on to the Rockets. And yeah, that was a well-timed push just as the Pent was running out. But Iggy's Rockets were on point. 5 frags in the lead at the moment. Lurk's got red. Mushi's got nothing. But 7 seconds to the next quad. Iggy just dealing with the yellow armor. He's got Lord Lamb's coming in here with the red. Lots of LG, lots of shaft getting bounced around, and Lord Lamb's got the pickup, and that is a dead quad. It's actually a pretty big deal for the Legends. That was a lot of resources stolen away. That was a lot of just like extended lead time nullified. And if they can win the grind game, then yeah, things are going well for them. Could be a bit of a fight here in the red room. Hang time coming back in, looking for the pickup 4 seconds away. Ooh, he's catching some hands over here though. Nothing too effective. As that allows them to move back into the lead just by 1. Again, that denial of the quad was everything. Lord Lamb took a beating, but he had that red as soon as he came through the TP. Alright, so hang time just hanging out. Grabbing a little bit of red. Lord Lamb's on yellow as well. That'll tie things back up. Yeah, you get a rocket pack, man. You deserve it. You done well. Here comes the next quad, and like no aggression from the Infidels whatsoever. This quad is all Legends. But at the same time, there needs to be some intel. Where are they hanging out? Are they at yellow or are they at rocket? Doesn't want to dive in here too much just yet. There's 1 enemy down there. Iggy's still alive, actually, and he just took down Nas as well. Nice. So yeah, pretty surgical quad damage. Didn't put himself into... Oh, there we go. Iggy finally goes down. Didn't put himself close range on any fights. Kept a lot of his armor. And now we've got 3 players with red armor on the Legends. Tied up 17 to 17, but this is a really good stack to have. Yeah, this should just be like chewing through the meat at the yellow armor. He finally goes down. He did a lot of damage there. 18-18, still incredibly close. BBD trying to push back out of red. Mushi's coming in here just to steal, but Lord Lame's perfect rocket denies the steal. Gets the pickup. And now his team has pretty good coverage to at least tell them where they're not. They're definitely not at rocket. Just waiting for somebody to come around the corner. Ooh. Can hear the hoot. But where are they? All right. All down the water, huh? Okay. Pretty peaceful quad. There we go. He's just looking for the clean ones. Everybody's back here in the red. There's one more, I think, that just snuck out from under him. But that quad's going to be running out as well. It's going to give him a decent lead. Go get the backpack. All right, another minute. We'll have the next pent. Lane ready for this quad. Again, just not stabbing out into mid until he's ready for it, but oh my god. That last second Mushi shotgun work. It's going to open up this quad. Like, nobody's really going to have, like, red on it. So VVD's got it. He's got yellow. Dago's going to be running it back. And yeah, even, like, quad LG, sometimes, like, it's just tough. Oh my god. It's just tough because they get knocked out of the way before they die. Like, the knockback is so hard. Still down by 1 frag, but yeah, he's going to have some bodies here. Nobody wants to give it to him. Oh, 2 down by the Rockets. 1 at yellow. Ooh, 2 at yellow. All right, good for him. That's certainly going to help out. But a very close game here so far. We're going to have Pent in a second. VVD's got yellow and just he's kind of holding onto the yellow itself. But here comes the dive for the Pent. And VVD is going to be on position. It's going to be Iggy on the pickup, though. Still really good news for the Infidels. I'm not sure who's on that quad. Well, nobody's killing with it at the moment. No. Just controlling it. All right, Red's back up. Lord Lame denied. Iggy back on it. 10 frags in the lead now. The biggest lead we've seen here on DM3. A relatively peaceful quad, but an important one. He's backing into an enemy. Yeah, they don't get to see those name bars. They don't get to shoot at him until they see the whites of their eyes crest the staircase. Right, VVD's got yellow. He's waiting on this red. But really, like, give that red to somebody else. Well, 8 seconds to the quad. I don't know if he has time. It's going to be VVD or nobody on this quad. At least from the Infidels. Oh, it's a little bit late, and Mushi's got it. He's got no armor, though. That's the thing. He's going to have to be very careful. Come back in for that Mega. Doesn't want to throw too many rockets up top. He doesn't even have a rocket launcher yet. What a fresh spawn, but Mushi got the right word. It's like, all right, how long is that red going to take? You think you're going to get it back? All right, cool, VVD. I'm actually going to get the quad. So 14 in the lead. Looking for a few bodies, but again, not too much pressure here. It's more about control now than anything else. Nice. Nice. Pretty good spawns. Nicely done out of Mushi. What's in that backpack? Is there a rocket launcher in that backpack? She's like just playing the server room. Well, just with the LG. Alright, so hang time's gonna be on this quad. Yeah, I don't know why Mushi was there so long. Like, this is just kind of giving the quad to them. Nobody else was even in there, but Lurk with 2 perfect rockets. Holy shit. If you're looking for some redemption from the last map, that is it. Amazing stuff. People are saying BVD better than I thought. Well. Nice. My favorite thing about 4v4 on this map is that you actually get some fights in this room sometimes. They can be pretty interesting fights. Like, none of the stacks are, like, really tall enough to be able to move around it easily. Like, if you fall, you're kind of, you know, you're done. But in 4v4, yeah, you see more fights here. Nice. So 24 frags in the lead as we get close to the halfway point. Next quad up. Lurk's going to be on it. And again, if he dies here, it's no big deal. We haven't seen a really stacked quad run in a little bit. But at the same time, the quad runner hasn't been getting that much, like, direct pressure. Like, that was some good spam. It was a good ambush, but there haven't been, like, those kind of ambushes on the quad spawn itself. Which means that as each quad comes and goes, it's kind of maintaining the status quo. Nothing's really going to change. Like, if you set up a good ambush and you clamp down on an enemy quad run, then cool, you kill the quad, but that's not the same thing as you getting the quad. And with a 30 frag gap, the Legends might want that. It is called the GetQuad tournament after all. So maybe get the quad. Nice. Lurk's going to have red in there, yeah. Mushy doesn't want to mess with him. He wants to hold on to this red. Like, you even start thinking about holding on to your red like 2 minutes before Pent even comes up. So after this quad, like, Pent's going to be there pretty soon. Mushy wants a red. He's going to want some health after this as well. He doesn't even care about this quad. It's like, cool, I'm just going to use this quad to get the red. Red acquired. Mass walked in there for some reason. Yeah, that's going to give him a bad spawn. But he's going to want a little more health. And then it's going to be all about that Pent. Mushy's ready for it. Cool. Yeah, he's going to have a great stack here. Got a few players already out there. And Dago's down here. He's going to go down hard. That's enough to, like, bait Mushy into actually dropping, but this Pent is going to be, like, maybe the quietest Pent I've ever seen. Even with, okay, everybody dropped in just a little bit too late. Hang Time gets in on it. Which is a big deal because with the timing disparity between the Pent and the quad, that could have actually opened up the quad for them. I'm not sure who's actually got it at the moment, though. But Hang Time needs to know what he's using this to take over. Like, yellow would be great. Rockets would be great. That's going to be a dead quad. There was a real opportunity to take both items there for the Legends. That was just basically a big reset button. Orlame and Nask both have half red. A little bit shredded. Oof. But Lurk's got none, and he's not going to have any more. Hang Time looking for more health after this. Oof, nice. Are they starting to slowly grind it back? Again, they're going to need a good quad run or two to kind of give him that boost. Nice, not dropping, not dropping. And here comes the quad. Hang Time's ready for it. Oh, but he's a little bit late, just a little bit late. Mush gets the pickup and dies, but that means no quad for Hang Time. That could have gone incredibly well. It just looks like he looked at his alarm and was like, oh shit, the time. Alright, so Iggy waiting on yellow. It's only yellows at the moment. For the infidels. Lol. That was worth the 50 health, no big deal. There you go. But again, this is all still good news for the infidels. Nullified or just like castrated quad runs are all they need to kind of coast this thing into a finish and tie things back up here 1-1. Nice. And Mushy just down at that 10 health. Just wants to get out of there. Hey, is this going to reset? Hang Time not late on the quad this time, making sure to be there plenty early. And it's rewarded him. Again, there hasn't been like too much crazy action on any of these quads lately. It's like if you want the quad, just be there first. What was that discharge from VVD? Jeez. The 25 frags. Starting to get a little bit closer here. Iggy's giving up some stack here for these frags, but he's making them. Not sure what he thinks he's getting over there. Nice. It's gonna be back up. Like Iggy's already got a little bit. He's not gonna share. Like, well, should he be sharing right now? I mean, he's not quite leading the team for frags. That's Mushy actually, and he's like way outpacing everybody else with 41 frags. Like most of this lead is because of Mushy. But it's gonna be VVD on the quad, and it's gonna be a dead quad. Again, good news for the infidels. Or for the Legends, rather. They have enough time to pull this back together. They've got, you know, one more quad before the next Pent. And then they just need to kill a lot of people in mid and at red. Like, server room fights are cool, but you're not going to get, like, the constant funnel of spawns that you need. Yellow really is, in many ways, like the linchpin of the map. Gives you access to so much. All right. Next quad soon. Nas wants to be there a little bit early, even if it means that he doesn't exactly have the best stack. Just wants to soften up everybody here, but is he just opening the door for somebody else? I hope so. But nobody on his team has any armor whatsoever. It's going to be really tough for them to pick up this quad. All right, Dago's on the red. Coming back into it. He's not there, though. Where is he? Mushy's on it. Where was Dago? Yo, there's Dago, but he's gonna die here. Yeah, he can't push in through that door. He can run across it to, like, waste Mushy's time a little bit. That doesn't actually help anybody. Oh, poor Dago. He had the red, like, 6 seconds before the quad. He had plenty of time to get back over there. It's a mystery to all. Jeez. Alright, 5 minutes on the clock, which means we've got Pent coming back up. Not a lot of armor on the infidels right now. Mushy's got red, which means he can be the first to kind of dive in. Here he comes. VVD is going to be on it, but Mushy's got the pickup. He needs to get back over to the quad. Like, there's plenty of time to do it. Plenty of time to do it. 2, 1. Oh, he gets body blocked by Dago. Oh, no! And that just means a dead quad. But, you know, still good for them. They're really not going to be too concerned right now. Especially with how close E1M2 was. This is going to be a good win for them. Yeah, I think it was mentioned in chat that there haven't been too many losses from the Legends on DM3. Take a look. Yeah, so for the Infidels, they've only had 1 win out of 3 games on DM3 so far. And from the Legends side, well, again, they haven't lost DM3, DM2, or E1M2. I mean, they just haven't lost a non Kenya map at all. They've only played E3, M3, TDM once and lost it. Only played Schloss once and lost it. And this is interesting because if it does come down to a 2-2 tie, the tiebreaker would be selected from one of the TV3 maps. So it would seem to, like, serve the Infidels well to kind of stack the Kenya maps as much as possible. Like, really lean on something like Schloss. Because, yeah, that Schloss game, they got... it was 147 to 228. E3 M3 TDM was 151 to 152, which was a very close game. 1 frag. But Schloss, yeah, you could wipe them out. But yeah, I mean, coming up, this is looking... I don't want to be too pessimistic here. Thing is, if you say... Let me give you some insight into the professional world of game commentary. If you say they've got time and they don't make it, you don't look like too much of an asshole. Like, oh no, they didn't make it. I wanted to believe, but they didn't make it. Oh no, how terrible for them. Oh, it was so close. They could have done so much better. Oh, it was right there. It was totally doable. If you say, no, despite the math, looking at the numbers, there's just no fucking way, and then you're wrong about that, then yeah, you are an asshole. It's like, ah, well, I guess I don't know anything. So I'll always err on the side of being an idiot over being an asshole. Between those two things. I think everybody knows that. But yeah, 74 frags, there's no fucking way. Either way. I feel pretty safe about that bet. And every game of DM3, like, this is one of my favorite 4v4 maps because you can see how important the quad runs are. Even if they're not getting frags, they're getting you red armor, they're getting you mega, they're getting you rocket launcher, they're getting you yellow room. That's really how you get in on the map. And because of how long it takes to get through teleporters to get to quad, or how long it takes to get from red to quad, you see one team mistime the quad by like 2 seconds once, and somebody's already there defending it, and everything goes sideways. It's not like Aerowalk 2v2 where it's like, well, quad's coming up, everybody dive in the funnel and probably die. It's like, no, you can actually defend this one. There's enough open space. In a lot of games, like, wide open space means you're vulnerable. Here in Quakeworld, it means you've got a little bit more wiggle room. Large spaces means you get hit by a rocket, you get bounced across the room, and you're harder to track. It's the tight spaces that are more dangerous in Quakeworld. I mean, Hang Time's going to have a quad here. I mean, good for him. But this is going to be the infidels taking DM3. We got Napalm in here. Nice. Oh, is DM2 actually next? That'd be cool. Yeah, again, I would have banked on Schloss if I were an infidel. That would have been the play. All right. But here we go. It's going to be DM3 going to the infidels, tying things back up 1-1 in this best-of-5 series. We went from a very, very close game on E1 and M2 to a not-so-close game for the infidels, so good work there. All right. So we're going to be calling up the next map here very soon. I don't know when the Neds and Forza Barisi are actually scheduled, but the finals will be Saturday, I believe. So the 8th is going to come down to a head. And this has been a really successful draft. Again, like some of the articles on Quakeworld I knew were expressing their appreciation for the fact that we were able to get many, many players signed up, plenty of captains across 3 divisions, get a draft going. That went pretty smoothly, and then get games going with only, I think, 1 walkover in the entire series, in the entire league. And that's difficult to do on a larger, more popular game. It's difficult to do no matter who you are. So it's a huge success for the community, huge success for Quakeworld. And my camera has left me in an awkward position again. I don't know what happened. I think maybe my USB power is not powering as much. That kind of is the clue there. There we go. I just like looked over and I'm like sitting in an embarrassing pose. Nah, I think it's got to be like USB power somewhere. Flaking out on me. We'll be okay. It's okay. I'll just do it. Every Quake player doesn't throw up a GoFundMe and people just throw money at me. That's how it works, right? That's how I can get that. That'd be cool. But yeah, really fantastic league here. Really fantastic work from everybody involved, especially the players for, you know, showing up on time or like even agreeing to a time to begin with. Oh, we're going to Schloss. Oh, you see that? You see that? We're going to Schloss. We're doing it. Yeah, right? Yes, we're doing Schloss. I saw a question mark. I want to believe. I want Schloss. Yeah, we got F3s. Oh, yeah. Wait, your map question mark? Question mark? No question marks. It's F3. No question marks. Come on, let's do it. Let's do it. Come on. Please do it. Oh, they're discussing it. This isn't a lock. All right, Iggy's ready. Iggy's not ready. Lurk says BRB. Meanwhile, everybody else is like, yeah, vote a map, sure, cool. BRB 20 minutes, you can start. Oh, man. All right, so again, Legends have not won a Kenya map. They're very close on E3M3, but nowhere near close on Schloss. But win or schloose, this is going to be a hell of a game. Oh, God. Please delete that. That's how you get things deleted, right? You ask for them to be deleted. That's how that works. Oh. All right. I'm actually not pulling too much USB power. I don't know what it could be. Start unplugging stuff. I don't have my headset plugged in. Weird. All right. We're getting settings going. Get F3s going. I'm just gonna like do this real quick. Down. Particle. Particle. Fire? Yeah, let's do a 0 on that. There we go. Yeah. Nice model-y flames. 3 flames is enough fire for anybody. Yo, you guys gonna ready up? What are they waiting on? Are they waiting? This team overlay? Alright. What is VVD doing? We still have everybody, right? Alright, nobody's like actually dropped out. Oh, that's just somebody in... There's somebody in chat. Okay, cool. Like, nobody say next map. Nobody start voting a map. Nobody start suggesting a map. I want to see Schloss. This is it, says John. Oh, yeah. The word of God, admin. I'm happy. Let them know I'm good. Which is all they need to know, really. Yeah, I've actually got the floppies mounted elsewhere in the house, so Fairy, you're gonna just have to fly over and see him. CMT4. Mouse is ready. Gotta play it. I didn't coach him for nothing. Like, yeah, play the map that they have not won. Play the map that they have not won even closely. Play the map that they bitch about a lot when you vote it in. That's also a clue. Go with that. Come on, guys. I want to believe. I want to believe. Alright. Well, in the meantime, thank you everybody for joining in for a little bit of Quakeworld action today. We're getting close to the finals for both Div 2 and Div 1. We had the finals for Div 3 last weekend. Even though I didn't realize that it was the final. I just thought it was the last group game. But here, oh, here we go. It's real. We're doing it. We are doing it. Yes! Ladies and gentlemen, we got Schloss, we got Lord Lame's Legends, we've got Iggy's Infidels, and it will be up to the Legends to not lose Schloss. It's just, you know, not a difficult ask. All right, Quad on Mushy, hang time on Pent. Invisibility on BVD. Come back here, you pair of eyeballs. Alright, so yeah, this is just going to be about getting away with his armor, but there's a long time to wait here, man. So that's a long time to hang there, hang time. That's why they call him hang time. He just hangs out on the chandelier all day. Well, better be on one than hanging from one. So, again, I mean, first Pent isn't always the most exciting. It's like, okay, we're going to use Pent to hold down yellow. And that's what we're going to do. I like this, actually. This is good. Hangtime's in a good position here. He's got yellow. He's got a little bit of that mega left over. Didn't see how many rockets he has. Okay, 10. Let's be ready for this next quad here in just a little bit. Iggy's still got plenty of armor. Ooh, and Lurk is coming in here as well with yellow. So Hangtime might drop down here, and he's just like being bait at the moment. But that quad's coming up, and it's going to be Lurk on the quad. No more armor for him. Yellow's going to be up and available. He cannot trust that the room is empty. And it almost isn't. Lurks is able to whip out that rocket and get the frag off. Dago. Nice. Trying not to kill any teammates at this critical point of the game. Just switch away enough. It's kind of like playing Blood. Just tossing out dynamite, but you got to like jump backwards while you're doing it just to avoid taking the splash damage. So yeah, if you want to get good at Quakeworld quad runs, play more Blood. That's the pro tip of the day. Alright, so Lurk back up top, 2 frags in the lead, which isn't much of a lead at all. He's doing a lot, he's eating a lot of damage for that fight. Really didn't have to go that way. Hangtime back here at Rockets, though. Yeah, like, somebody get that backpack. And we got the quad just about to come up. VVD ready to drop in. That was a dangerous time to do that. A lot of team frags there. That's going to be a dead quad. Lord Lame's got plenty of red armor, and even though the quad's dead, he just wants in on this action. It's like, there's a party at the quad room? All right. All right, all right, all right. So 2 players at yellow, one of them with the red already. I mean, it's great if your teammates are making frags and just, like, feeding you spawns in here, but it's not happening right now. Dago just, like, running through, like, get him, guys! It was a perfect ambush. Oh, my God. And 1 frag turns into several. It's kind of amazing there wasn't a team frag there, but that worked out really well. So pro tip on Schloss, if you're chasing an enemy and they run through yellow, be very careful before deciding to chase them. Hangtime's got red. That's nice. Mushi's coming back in here. Quad to 6 seconds. Oh, was really hoping for that that mid-air rocket. All right. Oh, but Lurk manages to get that anyway. Like, the rocket would have been the thing to do. I think he was scared of using the rocket to bounce him into the quad instead of off of it, but Lurk has got in, he's got out. Nas might be able to take him down with a shotgun, though. Make that a double. Make that a suicide. As that quad is nullified. I mean, this is a much closer game than the Legends had before. Samushi back in here, looking for a red. He's going to be back up here momentarily. He's got rockets, but he's now leaving the red armor open. I didn't see anybody else coming to replace him. Maybe he's just now realizing that, like, oh, right, shit, I should be on that. This will give him timing at least. But now 10 frags in the lead. The infidels are looking good here so far. 6 seconds in. My God, that's a lot of damage that Mushi's doing even before the quad comes up. He's going to spend all of his stack and then get the hell out of there. Only to have Dago come in and still steal away the quad. So this is a big deal for them. Yeah, especially here in the yellow armor room, like, you can get fed a lot of spawns with the quad. It's not really happening for them. They're going to be set up back at the other rocket. Ooh, nice shot against VVD. 12 frags to pick back up. Next quad is going to come paired with the Pent. Dago's still holding on to this yellow armor. Yeah, that's a bad guy. You should have had timing on this red, actually. Like, last red went to a teammate, I thought, but he's going to have it now. 5 seconds to the Pent. We've got 2 players in the wood stacks. Is that really necessary? Well, if they keep coming over the wall like that, jeez. Is this is this Berlin or something? All right, so that's going to be like Lurk on the quad, but it just doesn't matter. Just doesn't matter. Still incredibly close, 3 frags apart. But now Hangtime on this Pent can go delete that red armor. If he's getting the comms, right? No, he's not getting the comms. VVD's just able to take that frag for free. No big deal. Yeah, I mean, that went well. It could have gone more well. Because, yeah, when Hangtime ended that, I guess they get to have the next red. Maybe. Got 2 players with yellow at least, but that red's going to be gone. Hangtime's going to be weak. VVD takes him down. Lord Lane now waiting on the red. And again, just a lot of waiting for an item timer that should be pretty well communicated by this point. Great rocket coming out of Lord Lane. My God. Nice triple. You get a fat for that. Hangtime just hanging out in the corner. Nas coming back in with the yellow. Like, nobody's going to come in this room anymore. You realize that, right? Like, nobody's going to... Who would do that? Oh, my God, outside. I mean, this is perfect if you can get the shots. That just hurt a lot, though. Nas is still alive with the quad. And again, still 6 seconds early for this red. Like, they are consistently off. Is it daylight seconds time or something? Alright, so as that runs out, still 20 frags in the lead. And this is 20 frags in the lead for the Lord Lame's Legends. A team who has not played the map too often in the league, and certainly hasn't won it. So this would be a first for them today if they can pull this off. And now the lead is extending quite handily. Look at this. Nas is able to like run into the room, not even fire off anything effective, and still walk out and take utter dominance of it. Really good stuff out of him. Lord Lane back here on the quad. He's got red. He's got, you know, a fistful of mad. A fistful of dynamite and a head full of mad. He's just waiting in the corner. Oh, he lagged out. Oh shit, Lord Lane. I mean, that's another reason to immigrate away from Ireland, man. It's just the internet. They only got it in 2004. I don't know what kind of Quake he was playing before 2004. Alright, but let's not have any more of those packet drops. Alright, so 46 frags in the lead. I mean, that's looking pretty good on Schloss. 12 minutes to play, though. Oh my god, he's just able to do the snipes across the map. Like, the map is gray, and your enemies are red, or pink, or cyan, or whatever you do. Like, unless your bright skins are gray, I don't see what the problem is, guys. Alright, so that's going to be a dead quad, no big deal. Oh no, it's not a dead quad, it was right before the pickup, I'm sorry. VVD was able to get on the quad, die, take everybody else out, including himself, and come back in for the pickup. His spawn wasn't even that close. Alright, hang time. If you guys don't know the next armor's at 10, I'm gonna slap somebody. See what happens. Lord Lame's got it for now. Hangtime's got one as well. They're looking okay. He just needs to push in on this room. Hopefully have somebody up top, but oh, they're coming in from behind! Hangtime wanted to attack the room, but he was the one getting attacked. Oh my god. I mean, really good response. The fact that he's still alive is a miracle. And they actually picked up the red on time. Good for them. Alright, nearing the halfway point, and this is really starting to get away from the infidels. And Lord Lane's back on the squad again. Like at this point, yeah, just kill them all. Ooh, alright, good shotgun work. Yeah, it could have been friend, could have been foe. Just make a mess, reset all of the stacks. And everything will be okay. Hangtime is really just curating this red armor. It's like a little red armor horticulturalist. Alright, get the mega first. That's fine with me. Sure, let an enemy get the red next. Alright, I take back everything I said about Hangtime being the protector of the red armor. He saw a juicier item and went, ooh. Yeah, I'll take that. Thank you very much. Showing no loyalty to the red whatsoever. Oof. Everybody wants in on this pen. Hangtime's gonna get it. And he's got plenty of rockets as well. He's got a lot of backpacks, 63 rockets, no big deal. Nice shots coming out of him as well. Jeez. And there's gonna be full purple and throbbing. Look at that veiny rocket launcher. And it just needs bodies. I mean, doesn't need them. There's 68 frags in the lead. This is just icing on the cake. But Hangtime's got a lot of icing to offer. It's gonna be running out, and yeah. They're pretty much just laughing now. Not a whole lot for the Legends to worry about. And sometimes in TDM, yeah, that can happen at about the halfway point. Thing is, this will put Legends up 2-1. Which really calls into question what happened on DM3. Nice from Hangtime. So yeah, they've been practicing the Schloss a little bit more, obviously. And it wouldn't be fair to say that they haven't been practicing DM3. It's an old fucking map. No Kenya work there. But yeah, something wasn't working. And I'm wondering if it'll be a fluke or we're going to see this flip-flop back and forth. Dago back on the red. Nobody's got any red on the Legends at the moment. Nice fights, good shots. A little bit of a moment of peace to grab that red. And yeah, some of those little those pieces have some collision on them. 75 frags though. Much loss, not bad. Yeah, I am getting a little bit of reverb in there. I agree. Here, let me do this. Well, you know, there we go. I don't know. I've always appreciated a little bit of crunch. If a quad rocket is making my sound system, you know, bleed a little bit, then that's probably where it needs to be. For a long time, Quake Champions was doing the same thing, where anytime like things would get loud, it would just go all to shit. It was probably the most traditional feature they had for a while. Things felt right. See, that's how I deflect away from my production issues. I was talking about Quake Champions, and everyone's like, ugh. But I mean, look at this. We've had really consistent window play from Lord Lame and crew. Like, that's the really brilliant thing about this quad setup is, sure, you got the shitty little corner room, but it's got a hole on the top, and it's awesome. Now, Schloss is really great. You've got like a great mixture of spaces here. Hey, QCDE mappers, maybe a Schloss remake in QCDE would be cool. It would actually work out pretty well, I think. Like the biggest thing is to have like enough space for some champions to like let them shine, while still also having some spaces that are more constricted. I think Schloss would be damn fine. But yeah, 6 minutes left on the clock. 1 minute to our final pent. But the trend isn't really changing for the infidels. And the dangerous thing is this is also giving the legends a lot of just like raw practice. Like we have seen like the individual rockets really go crazy here from Lord Lame and from Hang Time. Dago's had some good stuff here. But Lord Lame back on the quad. And look at these scores. We are like about as even as you could expect in a 4v4. 47, 44, 44, and 40. Hang Time, Dago, Nass, and Lord Lame respectively. Like that is some good coordination. Nice. So final pent coming up. 180 to 98. What a turnaround for the Legends. Maybe that was their game the whole time. That was their long con. We are going to utterly refuse to play Schloss in group games. And when we're forced to play it once, we're going to lose terribly, as long as it's not a game that keeps us out of playoffs. And then in playoffs, we're going to let them call it, we're going to complain about it, and then we're going to show how awesome we are. Because they're playing this incredibly well. Like, this is the second double power-up they've had. I mean, it would be just like Lord Lame to implement a strategy that means playing the long con. That just makes a lot of sense to me. Because, yeah, this is a huge turnaround. Which means, yeah, potentially we're going to be seeing DM2 as a potential tiebreaker. Unless it gets called up next. I'm not sure if the next map has actually already been decided. But yeah, it could be DM2. Could be E3 M3, but I doubt it'll be E3 M3 TDM as well. That would make less sense to me, you know, determining from what Lord Lame has called before. Nice. Good collapse. But right now, I mean, this is just practice time. Oh, CMT4. Okay. Well, have they even played it in this? No. No, they have not. Has either team played it in this? I'm not so sure they have. No, I don't think they have recorded CMT4 on here. Interesting. Okay, well, I've got no clue then. No idea how that's going to go. Right, but 3 minutes left, and yeah, this is just where I start talking more about like how awesome the map is. It's got that Wolfenstein theme as well. I don't think QCDE maps have a real Wolfenstein asset pack like inherently available to them, but adding to it would be like trivial, like no big deal. All right, Mushy, 80 frags, 2 minutes, let's go. No, all right. I mean, these guys are definitely playing it by the book, trying to control yellow armor on both ends, which also grants rocket launchers, but it's just not going their way. Yeah, last time this was played, it got me thinking I really should pick up our TCW again sometime. It's just a great game. It really slows down a little bit when you're like fighting against those bullet spongy zombies, but after that, it's all good stuff. And then you get like the elites, which are like these leather-bound chicks who are shooting stens for some reason. I'm not sure why they would shoot stens. But it's a video game. It's fine. Yeah, I mean, these have been a lot of dead quads, but it's been around 80 for the last several minutes. Hopefully Lord Lame and crew can keep this momentum going into the next map. Especially if it is going to be CMT4, then yeah. I'm not really sure how this is going to go. I'm seeing in Twitch chat that that Hangtime knows what he's doing there. And for some of these maps, even if they are technically like 15-year-old maps or 10-year-old maps, you still need like some one person on your team who's like, oh yeah, I've seen this before. Yeah, I know what's going on. When I grunt, just, you know, run that way. Nice. Yeah, and Lord Lame does play a lot with UK players, even considering the troubles. Alright, but yeah, final minute. Yeah, I'm really glad we got to see Schloss. The kind of like quad superhero antics you can pull off are awesome, but again, just like the awkwardness in the red armor room has been really cranked up to 11 this game. A lot of like jumping up to it like 5 seconds too early, still killing the guy but having to go back up and then dying when you're about to make the second jump. But a lot of that going on. But here we have it. That's going to be Legends taking Schloss for the first time in the league. Second time playing it, technically, but last time they lost quite poorly. So now it's going to be 2 maps up for him here. As we go into, is it CMT4 already? Yes, it is. All right. So you want to talk about quad traps. This is the map for that. You got a lot of water, you got a lot of armor, you got a lot of quad in a kind of an awkward spot. I mean, textures aside, this is your classic sewer level. It's so sewery. You've got a lot of water to swim through. And a neat little pool in the middle there, too. So, yeah, well, we'll see which way it goes. But the Legends are on match point. Let's see if they can take it all the way to get into the grand finals of the GetQuad Draft Tournament. That's a mouthful. But slow Lord Lame, am I right? All right. I love this middle area, though. It's got crates. How can you not love crates? Telemar. Alright, we swapping anybody? That looks like the same lineup. DVD's been doing alright today. Making sure team overlay's set. Every map, every time. But this map is interesting because it's not actually that big, but it's divided in such a way that you have a lot of these smaller arenas where you'll have more like one-on-one or two-on-one fights. Which, you know, also ideally means you have somebody sitting somebody like here, where they're able to grab what they need to, be it an armor or a weapon, and then you rotate off. But then you kill somebody and somebody else spawns there immediately, and then it becomes like a shotgun duel, and yeah, it can get messy. Which really just turns it more into a grind. Like, the more a map encourages just like two-on-one fights that can rotate into like killing the guy who was the one and then somebody else showing up, and then it's another two-on-one fight, and it's the other way around. Your scores will generally be a lot closer anyway. Schloss, you can get these really wide scores because you can actually set up in multiple points with like 2 players defending with a rocket launcher. And the spawns don't really like end up being in your face. The spawns are actually more in the hallways more. So they have to like spawn and like, instead of being able to fire with the shotgun immediately, they have to like walk up to again. So they just die again. And that's where it can get a lot more swingy. But this quad room is such a grind. There's like, what, 2 spawns there? The TP entrance, the water, the hallway. Ugh. There's a lot going on there. People asking about Quakeworld config. It's actually relatively stock. And Quake comes packaged with a lot of stuff that I really don't need or have time for. Diz does the HUD, which is arguably not very thematically Quake, but I always thought like the colors were pleasant and it was nice and readable. Not a lot of questions on what stuff is. I think the only other place I've actually seen like hearts used for a Quake HUD was in Warsaw. And indeed, Warsaw had kind of like this wipeout-y color palette and HUD setup for a while. So maybe that's why I like it as well. I think the only thing I've like actually done are some of the modifications on the team skins, but those also come pre-packaged with Quake, I believe. The rest of it is relatively stock. Hang time shows me the items. No! No! Alright, when we heard in chat that Hang time will know the map well enough for his team, I thought, well, it's not an understatement. He's like, okay. Come to me for Rockets, come to me for LG. But here we go. It's go time for Hang time. And the rest of Lord Lame's Legends on match point here in the semifinals. VVD going to be spawning mid, taking away the first red. Lord Lame on the first quad. Hang time's got rockets. Lord Lame's got mega, and Dago's on the pen. So there's going to be a lot of wandering here, and I'm wondering if that actually makes this more or less grindy. Probably less. Because if there's like one angle you can exploit and nobody else really knows about it, then, well, it'll take them 10 frags to figure that out. Alright, but so far so good. Dago just waiting with this this pen. And I'm imagining Hang time just like, alright, pen go here, quad go here, I go here. And don't do anything until further instructed. You'll receive your instructions by mail or telephone. At least here we get to listen to that lift sound, which is just one of the crunchiest, most pleasant things ever. Alright, but Mushy back on the quad. Doesn't want... Yeah, okay, yeah, you're gonna get... Be careful with the quad in the water. So wait, did the Legends actually vote this? Really? Alright. Or is DM2 just reserved because it's the other TB3 map? You guys have weird rules. Alright, so VVD. Back here at the LG. Not actually sure when that's coming up. I'm not sure he knows either. He's got 2 rockets left to kind of like go fish with, but that's going to be Hang time popping back in to get the steal. Woo! Nice grenades from Lurk. Lord Lame just not hanging with it very well at all. Oh, look at this gentleman, Nass. It's like, no, you take the yellow armor. Nice. Camping a lift. That's the Quake 2 way. That's what I miss. All right, Lord Lane back on the quad. No big deal that he lost out on it. I mean, hang time is actually being pretty precise here. Yeah, he had to realize for himself, like, I need to be the one, like, paying the most attention to the red and the LG. Because those are the most, like, out-of-the-way things in the map. Like, I could tell 2 mouth breathers to, like, sit on top of that lift and shoot anybody who comes up it. That's no big deal. This stuff I gotta do by myself. I'm not calling Lord Lame a mouth breather, just, you know. Legends voted this because DM2 is the Infidel's best map. Okay. Alright. That makes sense. That halfway makes sense. But then it would also behoove them to, like, practice it just a little bit more. Because, yeah, this is working out well for hang time so far. Oof. Alright, hang time back out of here with the quad. Looking for a little bit of health. Does he know who's up here? Alright, looks like he's ready for it. Yeah, he almost shot him too. Alright, so hang time, just enjoying the last few seconds of this quad. Might find a body over here by the red. Yeah, this is the room to have the quad in if not everybody else has a rocket launcher. Because, yeah, you can hit the top of that geometry and get a lot of good damage off with the quad rocket. He's still alive here. Like, they were actually pretty well set up. He didn't have a whole lot of trouble. 10 frags in the lead as that red is stolen out from under him. Alright, so going back to LG. You heard the red get picked up, right? Alright, maybe not. Oh, but he's just staying here. Like, so you can't see through the water, but it is very shallow. Lord Lane back on the quad. 2 players on his team with red. So he's not going to be too aggressive here. Oh, dig on the water. Yeah, they're not communicating particularly well about who's in the water for the red and when. But Lord Lame's going to get the pickup. And yeah, there should be some players up here. VVD's there, but Lord Lame's not looking for him. He's going back to the quad. It's going to be wearing off. But 10 frags in the lead. They're still doing okay here. Nice. Oof. Alright, so hang time. Plenty of mega here. Popping back out to mid. Yeah, because we've got Pen coming back up in just a little bit. Iggy's going to be there. It's going to be a mutual frag suicide. Lord Lane's going to be on this quad going, well, this is a little bit awkward because we've actually got quad before the Pent. Can he get back there in time to actually do anything about it? Almost! Like, if he actually pulled the trigger there, then he would have been fine. But yeah, Lord Lame dies. He was just a little bit too late. Like, just a hair of a second. And yeah, Lord Lame, you're not going to do much here. There's no lava to knock him into. You could try to waste some time, but a frag's a frag at this point. And with the score spread only being 13 frags, like, sure, give them whatever they want. You really don't have to body block Pent for 10 seconds. Very nice. So still 10 frags only. Iggy, no armor. Everybody back here by the lift. Making good use of it here, but hang time's ready on the quad. Lord Lame's got the pickup, and he's actually got mega here as well. Dago's got the red. Oh, really good shot coming out of Iggy, but it's not going to be enough to take him on down. Lord Lame is looking incredibly excited here at the prospect of extending the lead, but he needs to get out of the water. This is not the place for him right now. Yeah, he's just going to get it from both ends. That might be his preference, I don't know, but in the game it's not that useful. So still only 10 frags. That could have been a much better quad run. Like if he... Yeah, I get it, you want to dive in the water because getting shot down by 3 shotguns sucks, but you have a shotgun too. Just shoot with it. Yeah, going down to the water is just asking for trouble. so VVD. He's got the LG here. He doesn't have to give this up. He's got yellow armor. He's got rockets. Like, he doesn't have to go too crazy. Oh, he's got the pickup. That's going to be a dead quad. Which is actually better news for the infidels than for the legends. Means they could just grind out some more of these frags. Yeah. This is a huge help. It's going to be traded off. VVD on the LG. He's got red. He really doesn't want to get discharged on. Oh. Yeah, like that. You saw him looking at the water, like step a toe in and oh man. I mean, I can't believe it's been this close for this long. Hang Time is doing overtime to keep his team in line. Diego's like, do I go through the teleporter? Well, Mushi's well set up here. This is the cleanest quad the infidels have had. Now they just need targets. Now, going up to the yellow armor on the lift, he's going to be able to do some damage. Nas didn't quite die there, but yeah, you can't really justify actually going up the lift. Down here, there's nobody actually up top. Back to quad. He's just not finding anybody. He's going to start timing out here pretty soon. He's able to take down Dago. Nas is still up on top of the lift. And he's leaving it. Yeah, there goes that quad. Oh, be careful in the water. It's like, who are you actually shooting? It was a good shot, though. Like, again, he can't really see the name tag of the enemies. He's getting more frags after the quad than he was with the quad. Everybody just wants a piece of him, and he's down to 1 health. Any frags he gets at this point are just miracles. Well, he's able to get a little more HP here. Now spots him, though. Bounces back out. That was weird. But now that 10 frag lead has narrowed down to 5. Make that 4. As the quad's back up, and Iggy's on it, and it's going to be a dead quad. Ah. That's where if the only instruction Lord Lane gets is camp this corner, then he's doing all right. A little bit of a wake-up rocket against Lurk. But Lord Lane's moving out to mid. Mushi's going to be there. He's trying to knock him off from the lift. Oh, he just couldn't commit to the shot. That's embarrassing. Hang Time again. Like, every time we cut to him, he's back here at the LG just, like, doling them out. It's like, number 3, your order's up. Come get your lightning gun. Only 6 frags here at the halfway point. And that means another pent coming back up. Hang Time's back at the quad. He's got red. Certainly wants to take down any fresh spawns who come through that teleporter. He's just begging for it. But again, this is quad coming up just a couple seconds before the pen, and now the timing is even tighter. Because of some of the delays earlier. But Lord Lame's on the pen now. Alright, this is really, really good for the Legends. Yeah, this is all free. Double power up. Not on the same guy, but yeah. This is going to be enough. Well, that was a lot of Gibbs. Nice jump out of Lord Lane. Really good stuff. Iggy goes down. He gets a bad spawn as well. Lord Lane's coming after him. So yeah, from 10 to 5 to 17. That was such a good power-up run, and really was more about Lord Lane's presence there at the pen. Like, that quad was no big deal. Getting that pen for free was everything. Nice. Alright, so Lord Lane back here on top of yellow. Hang Time on the quad again. He's a fresh spawn, though. He doesn't have anything. Literally nothing. He wants an LG. Is anybody else timing it? Nope. Not worth it. Make something out of this quad. I mean, yeah, regular shotgun down here at the red water. Well, makes it a little bit redder. You guys alright? Yeah, such a good angle. And you do have a little bit of room to work with. Like, really, if you're behind a guy who's shooting into water from that angle, you really want to get to the LG first and hold that. Unless they also have an LG, then you just get discharged. Yeah, this room really is a focus point for the map. And it's a tough one to control. But here we go, quad in 5. And Lord Lames is sitting on it. Nobody's even come through the teleporter. Not a single shred of resistance. Everybody's just down here sitting ducks under the yellow. They're able to disperse pretty effectively, but if Lord Lames rockets were a little bit better than Lord Lames rockets usually are, then they would have been dead. Like, they were just standing there. Alright, so back into the red for Lord Lame. Alright, fine. He's got yellow, he's got a bit of mega. I can see the justification. As that quad runs out. Oof. Yeah, everybody seems really wary of the water now. All these players who haven't played too much of it. It's like, I don't know anymore. So Lord Lame wants to rinse and repeat, quite literally here on CMT4 with the quad. Again, all right, we got one player coming through. Make that 2 players coming through, but there's the backup. Lord Lame still okay. He kills himself. It's fine. It's all good. Only 7 minutes to work with. Good, clean stuff out of Iggy. But Lord Lame is just completely ignoring him. And it's a tough spawn. Where's the shotgun work? Well, is he still alive up there? Really? All right. Just wasting time. It's like, well, you had the rocket jump to get me, so that's damage I'm going to take for myself. BBD, you're recording it that way on the stats page, right? Yeah, okay, sure. Yeah. Nice. And yeah, there's so much difficulty in playing around this red armor. It's like, yeah, just shoot into the water, no big deal. But what if one of your teammates is in the water? Or what if he's having a fight in the water and you want to help out, but you don't know where to aim? All right, Nas back on the quad. Looks like they're just rotating it now. Because I think Lord Lame was also in position still. Ooh, nice. All right, 20 frags, 5 minutes. It's looking difficult here for the infidels. Which again makes you wonder, like, what happened to the legends on that DM3. It was pretty close. Could have been closer. So Lord Lame with this yellow. Discovering jumps. It's like, oh, alright. Cool. But even yellow here is good to have for this quad. BVD coming through the water. He's only got 1 rocket. Like, Lord Lame doesn't really have anything to defend with here. Yeah, he's boned. He's done. This should be a quad for the infidels. Oh, VVD is back on it. All right, yep. He's got red. Got a bit of ammo, but Lord Lame's on this pen, and yeah, that's where the timing difference is. Like, you can see VVD running over there. Like, we have time, right? Like, 2 quads ago, or during the last pent anyway. Like, sure, there was enough time, but now, nope, they're pretty much synced up. Love that sound so much. Crunch, 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 crunch. Gives me an idea for a video I got to do at some point. Yeah, this would be good to chase down Iggy. Burn off that red. Pent's run out. He's going to die. But this is down to 10 frags. VVD's quad pickup here has done a lot more good than the Pent pickup from the Legends. He's still got red up here. Can hand off a yellow to a teammate. There are no teammates. He's just going to take it. All right, cool. Looks like he had enough time to, like, confirm that, though. But, oh, he immediately goes down here on the quad. Hang Time needs this quad. We haven't actually seen him on it for a little while. It's mostly been Lord Lame or Nas. But now he's got a little bit of red armor. And, yeah, he just needs to make some really precision surgical frags here to give him that breathing room they need for the last 3 minutes. I really hope he was like, hey, is anybody in the water? Anybody in the red water? No? All right, cool. So that was pretty much a perfect quad run. He was able to take away red, able to take away a lot of frags, not kill any teammates. It's all good stuff. And look at this. He's just going fish here at the red armor. Like, it was still 7 seconds away at that point, and we had, what, 3 players dive in? It's ridiculous. And just like that, we're right back to a 24 frag spread. Yeah, that dive into the red, that was not advisable. Oh, but look at this. Everybody's on this quad. Iggy, though, taking it away. Yeah, Iggy might just want to leave that room. Like, 3 against 1. Just trust them. They've got it. Really needed that rocket to connect. He's just not getting the damage up there at the yellow. His rockets just aren't getting put where they need to be. But NASA's still able to get the last laugh with that frag. Yoink, die. He's got to be careful about shooting down to the red here. 2 minutes, 18 frags to pick up. Just a couple more quads here. But Iggy's got yellow? Yellow's up here? Nope, not yet. That sucks for him. Yeah, he wants to be getting back to the quad. He's got a mega here, but he doesn't have the time. He's going to go for this one, like, messy frag on hang time, understanding that it means that yellow is not going to do him much good. He doesn't have the health for it. Like, that was going to be a painful fight no matter what. So I think he was a little bit too preoccupied about that yellow armor instead of just having the mega. And now Lord Lame's got this quad again, keeping the lead nice and cozy for the Legends. 10 frags, though, like, one mistake could cost everything. And usually on this map, those mistakes mean falling into the red armor water when you really don't need to be there. So Lord Lane's not dropping just yet. Iggy wanted in on that. And he's going to get punished. Oh, I don't want the health. Lord Lane, where are you going to go? 1 minute left. He's just going to not die. That's it. That's the play. Don't die. Lord Lamer. Yep. This is definitely the play. All right, Lurk coming back in here. He's got... Ooh, he had red. VVD's just going to take it. I don't know. Was that the play? I mean, Lurk's not really making the frags. But right now, neither is VVD. Yeah, Lurk 27. VVD 50. So, yeah, I guess, like, I don't care if you have the red. Just give me the quad. But now he's stuck in the mecha room. Oh, that's frustrating. 8 frags to pick up, 20 seconds. Even as the quad runs out, it's doable. 7. VVD's looking for bodies. He's got yellow. Could it all happen here at the red armor room? Everybody disappearing up lifts, out through teleporters, into the water. Lord Lame is proving to be very slippery, but he's caught. But there it is. Final frags, final map, an incredibly close game on CMT4. But that will be Lord Lame's Legends knocking Iggy's Infidels out of the running for the GetQuad draft tournament. Oof. So there it is. There we have it. Is my mouse working? Cool, cool, cool. Is my camera still working? Yes, yes it is. Hallelujah. Oh, what a great series. And even though we saw, you know, 2 Kenya maps, they were actually way closer than they could have been. Well, until, like, Schloss turned into Schloss at the last moment. But that's how Schloss does sometimes. So really good stuff. That is going to be the Infidels knocked out. The Legends will be playing up against either Nidwire's Neds or Forza Breezy. Forza's Breezes. Forza Breezes? Yeah. Wait, why are they readying up? Are they doing all 5? Are they doing all 5? Or are they? Is everybody still in? They're all still there. Are they doing DM2 anyway? I don't know if they're doing it. If they're doing it, I'll do it just because I love me some DM2. Just as like a show match. I don't know if they're going to do it. Alright. I think we're good. Alright guys, this has been a great day of Quakeworld TDM. We're going to be having more of that coming up here very, very shortly. And that means the finals of both Div 2 and Div 1 coming up within the next week. Stay tuned. Be sure to be on our Discord. And I'm not like going, hit that subscribe button or whatever. I'm not even doing the fake hit that subscribe button thing that makes fun of people who say hit that subscribe button. But really you're saying hit that subscribe button. I don't care. Don't subscribe. do be in our Discord because that's the best way to keep on top of what we're doing. I know a lot of what we do comes up kind of on short notice, so in order to stay like fingers on the pulse or wherever, just make sure you're in our Discord, get the highlights, get the reel, get on the stream, and have yourself a good time. So guys, I'm going to be saying GG's to everybody. Congratulations to Lord Lame's Legends, which means we're going to be seeing more of Lord Lame whenever his team shows up in the grand final. Guys, have a great day. I'll catch you later.